Hey, how you doing? Justin back with you to learn another chord. This time we're going to check out how to play the A chord. Now, it's worth bearing in mind at this point, if you're new to the whole guitar thing, that you're going to find these chords really difficult the first little while. Okay, the first week or two, it's going to feel really impossible. Like, I can't do it. This is just too hard. I'm not built for playing guitar. Pretty much everyone feels like that, and that's okay. Don't really worry about it. It just takes a little bit of perseverance, making sure you stick with your practice and practicing, hopefully, the right thing. So let's go and have a look at our A chord. So here is our A chord. You can see that we've got 3 fingers all crammed into the same fret. Now, I want to point out that the traditional way of learning A chord is like this. All 3 fingers, 1, 2, 3, all in a line. But you can probably already see that first finger there is very, very far away from the fret. So to make that note sound clear, you'd have to press really, 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 really hard. And that will make your finger hurt. So the fingering that I teach, it's got some other advantages as well, but you can see straight away now that these 2 fingers, fingers 2 and fingers 3, are right up next to the fret. And first finger sneaks in between them and is in fact a lot closer to the fret than any of the fingers were, or than even the middle finger was here in the traditional fingering. So I think it's also much better because, like changing to the D chord, look, first finger can stay in the same place when we're moving to a D chord and stay on the same string when we move to an E chord, okay, which are going to be the next chord that we learn. So lots of advantages to learning A chord this way. If you've learned it that way in the past and you're redoing a beginner's guitar course, then it's not a terrible thing to learn it that way. That's how I learned to play an A chord, but I think you're much better off learning this way. So let's start off fingers 1 first of all. It's going to go in the middle roughly of the fret, okay, maybe slightly toward the 2nd fret there, but it's the 2nd fret 3rd string. So 1, 2, 3rd string, and more or less the same place it was for our D chord, but just back a little bit, you know, half a centimeter or something like that. 2nd finger is then going to reach over the top and is going to go down right next to the fret on the 4th string, and 3rd finger is going to reach now underneath, still in the same fret, on the 2nd string. Will feel a little bit cramped the first few times you do it. It feels a lot better after a week's practice, I can assure you. Okay, let's take it off, do that one more time. So first finger in the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. So 1, 2 on 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then slightly not right up at the fret, so just pull it back just a little bit. Then 2nd finger will reach over right up next to the fret, 2nd fret, 4th string, 3rd finger, 2nd fret, 2nd string. Now we're not playing the thicker string for the A chord, so we start by testing out the 5th string. If that's not ringing out correctly, it's almost certainly 2nd finger being a little bit too high and muting it. So make sure you're using the tip of the 2nd finger there, and it's not sitting too high and muting the 5th string. Now we go on to the 4th string, which is the note played here by the 2nd finger. If that note's not ringing out clearly, it's almost certainly that you're not pressing hard enough, okay? Because the position reaching over the 1st finger there, it has to be right up next to the fret. You might find if you've gone too far that it starts to sound a little dead. Not buzzy, but just dead. So here's the good note. Here's it. If you cross over too far, it goes a bit dead. So just behind is what you want that one to be. The note here on the 3rd string, if you're not getting that one, it's probably again just not pressing hard enough with the 1st finger. So try and really sneak the 1st finger up there in between the other 2 fingers, but without pushing the other 2 fingers past the fret. Okay, it might sound like this. That's not pressing hard enough. Now press still a bit rattly, a little bit harder. There we go. And we got the good note. 3rd finger should be right up next to the fret anyway. Because of the position of the fingers, most people will find that that note's probably one that's not going to need too much attention. Should be okay. Although the hardest one is to follow, which is the thinner string. Now, the 3rd finger, all of the fingers are cramped up, and especially if you've got big hands, it's going to take a little bit of fiddling around with the hand position to get this one ringing out nice and true. The most common problem by far with the A chord is the 3rd finger just laying slightly over too far and muting the thinner string. When you're practicing your A chord, of course you go through that same chord perfect program. So you've placed the fingers first finger, 2nd finger, third finger. You're not pressing too hard first of all, remember, just getting them in the right place. And then we do a strum. And then we try and figure out what went wrong and reposition things. So that one, tip of the second finger come down a bit there. That one's okay. That's not ringing out at all. So first finger, let's get that snuck up. Third finger's okay. Up on the tip more. And then we've got that. Once we've tested all of the notes, we do that final strum. And we're going to tell ourselves, that's how I want you to go when I'm playing the A chord. The best way of practicing this chord, and every chord in fact that you learn in the future, is a little bit often. Try and avoid the temptation of spending ages on the one chord, pressing down real hard all the time, giving yourself finger pain, not in doing any of the other fun stuff that you could be practicing. Much better off sticking to a proper routine where you time yourself and you do 2, 3, 5 minutes, whatever, little bursts of practice where you can play it, take it off, put it down, on and off, getting used to what the chord feels like, practicing getting it right, and then stop and move on to another thing. Okay, or have a little break, give your fingers a bit of a rest. Don't feel that pressure of like really going hard on learning a particular chord. Actually, the benefits are a lot less than the benefit that you'll get from small amounts of regular practice.